Hello friends, in this video we will see about the do while loop in C programming. So we will understand the syntax, the working of do while loop and the practical implementation. In the previous video we have seen the theory of looping statement. Now let us see do while loop in C language. So this loop will execute at least one time. That means, irrespective to this condition, the code written here in the loop will be executed at least one time. So let's take the initial value for the loop. So this initial value should be written outside the loop. If you write this value inside the loop, then every time it comes inside the loop, it will override the value and the loop will be executed on only one value. So you need to write the initial value outside the loop. Then in the first we will come in the do section. So the code written here will be executed. So code written in this section will be executed, and in this section you will write an incremental statement according to the according to your program. So the incremental statement will be written here, and that will increment the initial value so that we can check that incremental value with the condition. Now after the execution of code and incremental statement written in this do, then it will check the condition. So that is why it will do while is in do while the code will be executed at least one time. So first it will execute the code one time and then it will check. So now if the condition is true, then this will again the code written in this loop will be executed again, and the incremental statement will the initial value will be incremented. Now this will happen until the uh, loop is true, the condition is true. So once the condition is false, we will exit this loop. So this is how the do while loop works. Now let us see practical example of do while loop. Here I have created a file with the name of do while example.c. So here we are going to see a program. We are going to write a program in that we want the even numbers in the range of 1 to 20. So the do while loop, as we have discussed, that it will run at least one time. So the use of do while loop in programs are really lesser than compared to the other loops. So to just show you an example, I have created a condition here. So you should compulsory check the first number of the range whether that's even or not. So this is the condition. Because of this we need to use we need to use the do while. So here, as we have discussed, there are three things in the loops. So first is the initial value. So initial value. So we will in this range. You need to decide what is the initial value. So for us in this range is initial value is 1. So let us create a variable. Let's say this is the integer number. So we'll write integer initial initial equal to 1. So first thing in the loop we got it, that's the initial value. The second one is the condition. So now let us write a do while loop first. So the syntax of do while loop is first you need to write do keyword, and this VS code has given me this suggestion. So this is how you write the do while loop, first you need to write do, then the curly braces. Inside that we'll write the code, and here the while. Uh, Inside the brackets of this while loop, we need to write the condition. So the condition is that now whatever the condition you write here, if the condition is true every time, then the code here written will be executed. Once the condition is false, the loop will be it will exit the loop. So here we need a condition that this we need to find the numbers even numbers from 1 to 20. So the initial value is 1 and we need to go till 20. So the condition would be like that this loop should run until the value is 20, less than or equal to 20. This means that until the value, the initial, the value, the variable we have taken here, the initial, is less than equal to 20. So the numbers less than equal to 20, then at the time the code written here should be executed. Once the value is greater than 20, that is 21 or 22, this loop will exit. The So the third thing we need to write is incremental statement. So first let's write the logic of it, that if an initial value, let's say initial percentage to equal to 0, then the number is odd, even. So we'll just print the initial here. Sorry, this is a integer number, so we need to write percentage d double quotes. So what we have done here, that we have checked that the value coming here in the initial, if that percentage 2, if the remainder is 0, then that number is even. So we want that even number. So this condition is true and it will go inside this if statement and it will print the number. So if you are not familiar with the if statements or if else and all that statements, I have created video on that, so you can get it from the description section, or I will put that in the I button. So the condition the to find the even number, we have written the code. So this code will be executed until the condition is true. Now the last thing left is the incremental statement. So what happens here, that if you don't increment the statement, or we can say the increment this value, then what happens, that first the loop come first this initial value is declared, then it will go inside the do loop, it will check one is even or not. It's not even, so this will be not printed and it will come here, and here the initial value would be 1 only, so that's 20 less than 20, so it will again go inside and check for 1 again. So we don't want to do like that. We Once the number 1 is checked, we need to check the next number, that is 2. So what we'll do here is that we'll write initial plus plus. These are the operators, so I have created the video on operators also, so you can see that. So what happens here, that this increment initial value will be incremented. So the initial value is 1. First we have checked that if it's even, the value will be printed. If not, this if statement won't be executed, and we will increment the value and the value will be 2. Now it checks that the 2 is less than 20 or not. So Yes, it is. So the loop will again be so executed. So the code written inside this will be executed, and again the value will be incremented 3, 4, 5, and until the 20. So this loop, this will check until the number is less than or equal to 20. So that's it. We have written a code to find the even numbers in the range of 1 to 20. So let's just save this program and run. So you can see here we got the numbers but not in line. So let us just queue here new line. So this is used for new line whenever it will and all the numbers will be in the new line. So let's just save this, and you can see here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. That are all the even numbers in the range of 1 to 20. So this is how do while loop works. Here in this program we have used the loops because to find the even numbers in the range of 1 to 20 we can't use the uh, we cannot use the if else ladder or the switch statement because if you are writing the program using if else ladder, what happens that you always need to write if the condition, the first number is percentage, you need to write 2 equal to 0, and this you need to write until the last 20, the number 20, else if 20 is 20 percentage equal to 0. So what happens here that you need to write 20 statements to just find the range even numbers in the range of this, and same as for switch you need to write 20 cases. So this is not the correct way because once if I change this from 20 to 50, you need to write 50 if else ladder statements, and you need to if you are using switch you need to write 50 cases. So that's not the right way you write this program. So that is why we have used this do while statement here. The advantage of this looping statement is that if I change the range here as I have done, so in this we need to increase the statements, whereas in do while loop you just need to change the condition according to the question, and the loop will execute according to the condition. So here we can write 50, and this loop will be executed 50 times. To practice do while loop, I have given some example the programs you need to write. So the first one is in this video we have written a program to find the even numbers in the range of 1 to 20. So here you just need to write a program to find the odd numbers in the range of 1 to 50. So the range is changed, and as well as the condition is also changed. So according to that you just need to write the this program. And the second program is to just print the numbers from 1 to 500. Here also the range is changed, and according to the range you need to decide the initial value and the condition. I will give the answers of this in the description section also. So if you are not able to complete these programs, then you can just refer from there. In the next video we are going to see the while loop in C language.